All right, outdoorsmen, out today on, I'm really looking forward to seeing the second half of Hilochee Wildlife Management Area. This area, although you can hear traffic in the background, I believe will have a much more remote feel to it after we get away from the street here. Looking forward to seeing what all it has to offer. I know there's some water here, so let's get outdoors. All right, everyone, didn't have to go too far before I found first body of water. This is probably a 3-acre little lake. I'm not sure about over on the backside there if it continues off into the trees. Looks like there may be some that have died because of water, but we'll head that way and we'll see what we come up with. Interestingly enough, here at this particular body of water, as it says, largemouth bass are catch and release only. So looking to probably grow nice big largemouth bass here in this body of water. Let's keep moving. We have some beautiful little flowers here along the edge of the water. The yellow are beggar tick, and then these pretty little purple flowers here. I'm trying to zoom out. And there's some more over here behind that piece of fallen pine limb. Those are pickerel weed. So I'm not sure if they're native or not. I'll do a little checking on that and put it above as a title, but beautiful to see such variety of colors here out in the outdoors. All right, everyone. Well, I can tell you I grossly underestimated the size of this body of water. It's probably twice as big as what I thought it was. There's a whole nother side here that from the initial starting point I could not see. As you can see, there are lots and lots of water lilies here, and they even have a bat box here to help control insect populations. So kudos to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation. Great job. Unfortunately, this is as far as I can go. You can see right here, water is starting to pool, and I have canvas Crocs on. So definitely not the footwear for pooled water. I'm gonna check out a couple areas that I might be able to get into to see a little more. Again, this place is super cool. Lots of ferns here growing along the edge. Definitely into a pine forest starting to come back here. So lots of super cool things. Next time I'll definitely bring a pair of boots that I can push in a little further. So let's go see what else we can find. On to another section here of the Hilochee Wildlife Management Area. Gonna walk in, starting to get a little late. Gonna see what else I can come up with. Let's keep on going and get outdoors. It's interesting how different this habitat is than just maybe half to 3/4 of a mile away. Looks like at one point this may have been pastured, and it just really hasn't started coming back yet. Have some palm trees and some pioneer shrubs, but not a whole lot in the way of the forest finding its way back into this area. Let's keep on going. It's interesting here how the ants are coming and going to the point point where they have essentially made it their own track the entire way across this little bit of a road. I know they talk about beavers being busy, but I'm not sure they can keep up with the busyness of ants. Not sure what that bug is. See if we can get a little closer. Oh. Turns out it's just a cricket. Sorry, wah wah. The habitat has definitely changed here again, much closer to what it was where we were at our first stop, where you have what appears to be much more of a low, wet area, as you can see by the water here in the foreground. Looks like some cypress growing in here. And then on this side, a fairly well-established pine forest. So, interesting how things change in fairly short order. This has been less than a 5-minute walk, maybe a quarter to a half a mile. So it's been cool to see how things change so rapidly. All right, everyone. I guess we called it quits for today. Didn't have a whole lot of action. It's terribly hot. Expected high today was 91. I'm not sure if it got there or not, but it definitely kept everything except birds and insects out of sight. And it is still fairly early in the afternoon. So gonna try to get out tomorrow or the next day and finish seeing this property. It is massive when you have to walk it. So stay tuned for the next adventure. And until next time, get outdoors.